Hi, I'm Adrian from Roland, and I'm here with DV247 to give you guys an inside scoop on the new FA series keyboards. We've got two flavors, two flavors, FA-06 and the FA-08. 61 key synth action keyboard, FA-08, 88 key weighted action keyboard. From the actions derive from our RD300NX, as well as maybe the FP50 as well. They're all the same action, a great, beautiful action. But what I want to talk to you about is how people are using workstations today, because it's a little bit different than people have been using them in the past. Right now, workstations are amazing for coming up with musical ideas. And then what people do is kind of move to the computer to develop those ideas, and then of course they want to bring them back to the keyboard to perform them live, right? Because again, these are just fantastic live instruments. So we can do that with the FA. That workflow is seamless. So just to get in here, we have over 2,000 sounds from our derived from our Integra 7. We have a 16-track MIDI sequencer built in, as well as a sampler that is based on our SP404SX sampler, which is one of the best-selling samplers in the world right now. So I just want to get right down to it and show you how easy it is to get an idea down. So earlier, I was fooling around with this electric piano sound, and I just wanted to capture it. So I hit record. I can set my tempo. There's a tempo knob or tap tempo, so you can easily get in there. I'm just going to set it to about 100. I'm going to, it's already got my quantizing because everybody knows I need it, and we have already a 4-bar loop set. So it's just going to be a 4-bar loop I'm going to record. And all I do is press play, 3, 4. Got that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go into what we call non-stop record mode. So I've disarmed record, as you can see, because we would not want to record that. But I can still sort of now audition things. So if I wanted to go to my second track, what's with this two-hand thing? Second track, and I can audition, say, a bass. Now I want to record that. So now I can arm record again, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got that. Let's maybe go down to another track, bring up a percussion kit. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Thank God for quantizing. All right, there we go. And drums. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Now, say I want to do one more track. Let's do a strumming guitar. And this is supernatural guitar, so it sounds something like this. All the strumming is just happening in the background because that's supernatural. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got these tracks down, and what I can do now is use the knobs to mix. So if I wanted to bring this guitar down, pan to the right, go to my electric piano, pan to the left, bring it down a bit, maybe the guitar down a bit more, bring the bass up, right? So we got this groove happening. Now, I mentioned I have a sampler over here with the pads, but the sampler can actually be, or the pads can be used for other things. Right now I've got the pads set to be mutes for my track, so I can maybe come up with a little bit of a progression here. So if I want to be just the bass and the percussion, I can do that. And let's see how I can progress this. Right, so I've now built my idea. Okay, now I have this idea in here, and I've maybe come up with a little bit of a progression using the pads. And now what do I want to do? I want to move it to the computer so I can really develop my idea. And this is where the FA really becomes crucial, because it's the seamless workflow. Each individual track, if I show you over here, in our sequencer, we've got our 16-track sequencer. Each individual track can be exported as an individual WAV file to one of these right here, to an SD card. So most computers have SD card slots in them now, so I can take that SD card slot, bring it to my computer, import it to my favorite workstation, my favorite DAW recording software, and now develop the idea fully there. But we don't stop using FA there. The FA-06, FA-08, we can see has USB on it. We can use the FA series to be an audio interface as well as a MIDI interface. But then even on top of that, there's what's called DAW control mode. So if we go back down here again, I hit the DAW control button, and as you see, we can create user templates, but we also have templates for Cubase, Sonar, Logic, all built right in here. So if you're even the user one, if you're saying using like Ableton Live, the pads, the transport control, the knobs, the switches over here by the pitch bend can all be assigned to do things within our DAW. So we are now still utilizing our FA series keyboard while we're in the computer world, which is this, again, this amazing seamless workflow. Now, we're done we're done our job in the computer. We've developed our song. We've finished it. By the way, if you wanted to have finished that song in the FA-06 or 08, you can definitely do that. But say we're done it on the computer, we want to bring it back in here. Well, by all means, put it to the SD card as a complete WAV file, put it to a pad there. Now you have a sample of your backing tracks there, and now we want to play along with it. And this, again, is where the FA shines again. We have over 2,000 sounds from the Integra 7, which means supernatural acoustic sounds, supernatural synth sounds, which means virtual analog modeling. We also have V-drums sounds, the supernatural drum kits, and of course PCM sounds based from many of our legacy instruments. So just to go through some of these sounds, listen to the nuances and also the behaviors that happen. I'm going to start, of course, with our piano. Again, very, very dynamic, expressive. Here's a guitar. Hear that? That right there is supernatural. Right? All those little hammer-ons, fret slides, strings. See, marcato and legato at any velocity. This is not velocity switching. This is a supernatural behavior modeling kicking in and just doing what I play. If I play marcato or staccato, it adds that marcato string. If I play legato, it gives me legato string. Now let's go over to some nice stuff, some synth. Of course, I'm going to go to a pad. Nice JP8 style pad. Now, the filters are absolutely gorgeous. Listen to this. No steps. It's just complete smoothness. Fantastic. Even in sounds like this. Let's get some thumping happening in here. Let's just hit the sustain pedal to hold that for me. Right, just, again, great filters in this instrument. And of course, acoustic drums are V-drums, so... Hear how you can bury that beater. That's all... Playing drums on a weighted action, not always easy, but we manage. It's a good. Of course, other kits and some classic kits as well. Again, fantastic sounds. Now, you can, if you want to, layer sounds. 2 sounds are very simple to layer and split. As you can see, the screens, we make it very, very easy to layer and split sounds, which has been kind of tough on workstations to do. It's literally just use your cursor to move to the sound that you want to edit, and you're choosing the sound and editing that sound at that time, which makes it very easy. But if we press both dual and split together, we get into our multi-timbral mode, which is called studio mode, and our studio set mode, and we have 16 patches that we can layer or split along the keyboard, and then that means we can get great expressive sounds like this orchestral patch. We get go on with all the John Williams tunes, but you can see how very, very expressive you can be while layering sounds. I am using a whole mix of supernatural as well as PCM-based sounds with velocity switching, but then also that supernatural modeling in there. The last thing I want to talk about, is expansion. We have a website that's called Axial. So you can visit axial.roland.com, and there are new patches you can download for Integra 7, Gaia, as well as Jupiter series. And in the near future, you will be able to download new sounds for FA. However, with FA, it's a little bit different. With FA, we have 2 memory modules that are in here that are empty, waiting for that goodness to come in. We can go to axial.roland.com, download new wave data. That'll be, again, you just download the USB stick, plug it in, import it. Now what you can do is make the FA series keyboards your own. If you're going to work more towards ethnic world music, you can do that. If you're going to go towards more electronic, you can do that. If you're going to do orchestral, you can do that. And we will have a great library of sounds available for you at axial.roland.com. So this is the FA series, and I hope you enjoy it. Get your hands on it because the sounds are just unbelievable. The actions are fantastic. They're also super light, super portable. Again, I'm here for DV247. Adrian from Roland. Thanks a lot, guys.